Happy morning to all. Today we will discuss about new topics on gearbox design. Um, for making the gearbox design, few things are we want to remember that initial one, to obtain the basic size of gearbox, the normal torque at the output of the speed is calculated by using the observed torque at the driven mechanism or in a machine, or the prime mover torque multiplied by the gearbox ratios if observed the torque is unknown. So various components or parts can be used for making the design of gearboxes. It may be a driving shaft or clutch shaft, main shaft, lathe shaft, counter shaft, or number of gears or bearings, gear shift fork. So these are all the major criteria to make the design of gearboxes. First thing we want to remember that one, while we making the gearbox design, the major area that should be in a material. So the first steps in the gearbox design process is to the selection of materials. A material is to be selected by doing a incentive research on the properties of the various materials. A material is to be selected keeping in mind the various parameters such as strength, weight, durability, cost, and other parameters. So these are all the first things. Then how do we calculating the gear ratio while we making the design of gearboxes? That will be based on the gear ratio is calculated by dividing the output speed by the individual speed, like input speed, or else we simply say is driving the number of teeth on the driving gear by the number of teeth of the driven gear. It should be simply called as I is equal to Z2 by Z1. In the gearbox designs, the gears may be classified in different types, such as spur gear, worm gear, helical gear, bevel gears. In the spur gear aspects, the spur gear has a helix angle of 19 out of 0 degree. That will be considered as a spur gear. So the gear slotting will be in a strides towards matching of driver and driven. Parallelly, we will take it as a helical gear. This is an angle toothed gears. So it will be slight partially, it will be inclined. It will be opposite of spur gear. Then worm gear, it may be found in the right angle gearboxes. The turn a corner, we can simply as the gear slanting is a right angles towards the right angles. Upcoming a bevel gears, it tend to having a lower ratio and run at higher efficiency compared than the worm gears. So these are all the few types of gears used in the gearbox designs. Major function of gears may be for setting the rotating speed, or the gears can be adjusting the rotating speed of the power. Next, gear for transmitting the power. The second function in the gear can be transmit power with interconnected gears without causing a slip cages. Gears are changing within a torque or in a power directions. So these are all the major functions towards the gears. Thank you all. Next video I can take how we can generate the structural diagram or in a kinematic arrangements based upon the number of speeds which will be available in the markets. That and all we will be discussing on upcoming videos. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you. Have a great day.